Water is the softest and most yielding substance, yet nothing is better than water for overcoming the hard and rigid, because nothing can compete with it. Lao Tzu.
Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave. Name straight, new wave.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Welcome back. It's a brand new season of CGL.
This is just an absolute treat. These players are so damn good.
The talent on these teams is undeniable. Everybody on every team right now is making plays.
It's going to be an exciting start to the season, and it'll just get better from here on out.
We're about to step to a whole new era of Overwatch esports. So much exciting action is happening here on CGL that you do not want to miss. Look who's starting it all off. It's Raven. No one necessarily figure out what is the right way to go just yet.
What a nice roll through, but this is just going to solidify everything within those.
Does come back, and Arsario gets the mech, but I don't need a mech. I'll kill 4 anyway.
This is just a highlight reel for Arsario right now.
They're making a statement in the EU Masters.
This patch is still incredibly fresh. There's so much to learn, so much to change.
about the way we play the game.
But the shatter is colossal.
Let's get it going.
Trades keep coming through. Lores, you're going to be able to find these shots true.
Inu on the overclock with 2.
Here comes an athlete immediately to back. That's fine. Skills slicing and dicing their way through 2, 3. So back and forth.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Console Gaming League. My name is Joker. I'm here with Nya, and we are here for some more NA Overwatch action. This time into the open division here to get some losers round 2 games done. Vicious Sharks versus Retirement Home.
Yeah, this is a full-out elimination match. You know, if one of these 2 teams lose here tonight, they are out of this bracket here. So it is win or go home for these 2. And talking about a, great team here coming up into this, I do feel like both of these teams in their mindsets are thinking that, hey, we are a positive and striving team. We're going to try our best here tonight and do what we can.
Yeah, it should be a really good matchup here tonight, and we'll have to see how it turns out for them both. Obviously, like you said, it's win or go home right now. We'll have to see, right, who's gonna come out on top to start things off, right? I mean, Vicious Sharks lost round 1 of losers. Retirement Home, which if you didn't figure that out, it's some of the RIT players from Collegiate. And they won their first round matchup, but obviously they lost against Amplify in round 2. So now they are down here in the losers bracket, trying to keep their tournament lives on the line.
Yeah, and talking about this losers bracket, it's been pretty competitive along the ways. And yeah, if you're one of these teams here tonight, you obviously want to try and get to this round 3, but you also got to be aware of who wins that match right above you, right? So it's going to be a lot of competition in this belower level, but even taking a look up in that winners bracket, there's still so much competition in this open tier.
Yeah, the crazy thing is right at the top, 2 console teams, I believe. Yeah, Mental Institution and YE Snowfall. YE Snowfall's gone over to PC, but Mental Institution's still there. A console team up in the top. Obviously, though, we're still looking at that losers round. We're still looking down here. Vicious Sharks versus Retirement Home. And we'll see, right? Obviously, if whoever wins this are going to have to play against either Subsun or Nightmare rotation. Figure that out, as we are going to be starting off here tonight on Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, Lijiang Tower, this is going to be very, very intriguing to watch for both of these teams here, Joker. Something to say is they have these hero bans, right? Are they going to try and focus a certain type of composition like Brawl or even Dive here? It's really just going to be something to watch for this first one. Both of these teams want to take this first map for their, better chances of winning this whole entire series. So it's going to be really intriguing to watch. But look at that. Tracer's going to be picked here.
Yeah, Tracer getting picked here early. Interesting choice, right? I mean, Tracer's really good right now. We're seeing that a lot recently, but maybe, I mean, it's Lijiang Tower, so I mean, might as well ban it here and now, but you can't ban it for the rest of the series. Maybe might as well ban it now. Get off to a firm hold if you're RIT, and then we'll see how they go. Interestingly enough, though, Vicious Sharks are banning Hazard, and I don't see the vision.
Well, Hazard was kind of up in the mix of last season. I know teams did like to run this for a certain type of dive variant where the Hazard goes in, tries and, steps in, slides in, does whatever a Hazard can do. But, yeah, if you are Vicious Sharks here, I kind of feel like now you're throwing this away. But let's talk about this Vicious Sharks roster. This lineup is great. They have the players to do it. Up on our tank roll is going to be Torterra. Our both supports are going to be Lucas and Mobilized. And our DPS here tonight are going to be Panda and Sunless for this Vicious Sharks roster. They're going to be trying to get a win here out of tonight against their opponents, which, let's go to them.
Yeah, I'll see here as RIT Retirement home. This is their roster. Essel and Choco Main on the DPS role. Blue Jay manning the tank role. Liam on that support with Actual as well there. Should be fun. Should be interesting to see, right? A lot of these players coming from RIT, coming from Collegiate. So they have that a little bit more organized experience in their favor.
Yeah, and it's really going to be something to watch out for if you are Vicious, right? You want to head up into this first map with a strong plan against this RIT team. And yeah, I would be a little shook right now. I still feel the same about the ban on the Hazard. I just don't know if that was the correct pick here for them, and that might really just cost them here for that map one.
We'll have to find out. We'll have to see as we load into lobby in a few short moments. Actually, right now, in fact, as we'll see, looks like we're gonna be starting out on Control Center.
Yeah, and talking about Control Center, this is great, great for brawl type compositions. I wouldn't be too surprised if we were able to see something like a Ramatra Blade here, or even a more aggressive type tank here. But taking a look at the compositions, RIT is going to be rolling out with Blue up on the Hog. This is pretty interesting, right? Into Vicious, which is running the Orisa. So two types of different compositions coming out, but taking a look at those backlines, right? We have Lucas playing the Lucio, Actual up on the Lucio. A tad bit of differences, and I like how BAP has been introduced with this season too, so we might just be able to get to see more here.
Yeah, may indeed, but we'll have to see in as well, as we're already gonna be walking in as a square cross here for Choco Main here on the May. As Blue Jays rocking the Roadhog. We'll see how that's going to work for him. It's going to be really hard with Torterra on this Orisa, already trying to make some space for Vicious Sharks, as you are going to get pushed back. Blue Jay's going to go down early on. Hey, Essel's going to trade it. Mobilized is going to go down, but Choco Main falling quickly afterwards. Not looking too good for RIT at the moment, but still could change. But Liam going down like that's not what you wanted to see, as Vicious Shark should. I say that, but Essel comes in with another pick, maybe find a third here as the Lucio gets super low. We're going to have to get that health back. You're going to get back in the overhealth. Point hasn't flipped into anyone's way, and RIT is going to be able to start it off, and another pick comes in from Essel on the Genji, just taking over this lobby right now, and she's forcing back Vicious Sharks.
Yeah, talking about a vicious thing, Essel has this blade ready to go for the home, and yeah, I would be very, very scared if you are the Sharks here. You do have to force an ultimate here, though, so this is going to be very, very interesting.
It is going to be in. Dragon Blade comes out already from Essel. You're going to force out that immortality field, but it's not going to matter. You've already found your supports and everything else going around down for RIT, as that's the team kill coming through up to 36%.
Very, very clean ultimate use there from RIT, and Essel able to just get those eliminations and the follow-ups with their team. But taking a look, both the support ultimates are still up online for this side, and Vicious Sharks, you have this window to play, but they will be popping this. This is a great decision, I'd probably say.
Yeah, gonna start off here with the swap over to the Mauga as well, but still going to be hard as they're going to rock in. Liam tops their own Kitsune rush back into the fray as Panda now down for the count. And that's going to be the go sign for RIT to finish things off here with Liam finding a couple more kills in that feed for RIT, sending the Sharks packing.
Yeah, Liam is absolutely cooking right now, but take a look at Lucas, right? They were able to get the Cassidy. Essel, though, able to follow up on this. This is great reads from Essel up on the side of Retirement Home. But Retirement Home, they're coming back with this Graviton, which they could really put some more pressure on Torterra here.
We'll have to see here as they're already going to come in. There's the Graviton Surge out, and that's going to shut everything down for the Vicious Sharks already. They are going to lose Essel, but it's not going to be enough. You just have your Mauga left, and it's in overtime. The Deadeye coming through in the clutch, taking down Torterra, and that's going to be round one, going to Retirement Home.
Yeah, very, very well done from Retirement Home. They played around their plan really, really smoothly. They read the enemy composition very, very great. And Essel was able to get eliminations. You even got to see that backline step up in that progression. But Vicious Sharks, you got to kind of answer now. I still feel like this ban is kind of, lingering up on your side of mentality here. But now we're here up in the secondary stages. I definitely feel like this team can make some switches, and maybe they could play a lot more aggressive in the side of Retirement Home as we get to see Panda now rolling out up on this Symmetra. So will they get to this point a lot more quicker, and will they be able to read against Retirement Home?
Crazy that they finally added a toggable leaderboard or stat scene for spectators. So as the first look of it in CGL now, but see here as we're going to keep going forward is Sunless already down for the count. Blue Jay really high charge. You can walk in as you please. As Shockomane finds down Panda early on, and that should set things up. Yeah, as Retirement Home should take this first point.
Yeah, I like what Blue Jay is doing here, applying this pressure up on the side of Vicious. And yeah, as we just got to see there, Vicious was kind of backed into a wall there. Really couldn't do much against what Blue Jay was pressuring up onto them. But now heading up into this next fight, I still don't think Panda's strong enough to head up against into this retirement scene.
You'll have to see as they're already so high charged. They're going to get even more charge in this next engagement. You're already pushing in, though, but no, it's Panda going down. But hey, you've gotten Blue Jay separated from the team, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter now. Essel can dash in with that bubble, and that should keep things going in the favor of our Retirement Home here. And that should seal the deal, and it is indeed back in their favor yet again.
Yep, so Vicious Sharks, you're going to be having to come back up into this one with either that charged ultimate of Torterra, which you can build, or even build Pandas, but they only have this Kitsune Rush at the moment. Will they use this? Will they try and look for a TP to activate something against Retirement Home, which has that dangerous ultimate of that Blue Jay? So what's going to happen here? Who's to tell?
So they're going to go in here, and there's the grab. Oh, and Blue Jay with a one-shot takes down 3, and Torterra has just given up there in the end. And, I mean, Retirement Home are all firing, all cylinders firing right now.
Yeah, Retirement Home, very, very great read here of that grab to catch all Vicious. And yeah, now you're coming back up into this one, though, against Retirement Home, which has 4 ultimates. This is going to get extremely bloody here for both of these teams, I'd probably say.
Really is. As Panda's going to try to get to the point, but the Dragon Blade's already found one. Well, there's going to be an Annihilation coming in. The Ajax is going to come in. The picks come through. Shockomane, in the meanwhile, found 3 with that Deadeye as Retirement Home take a clean first map of Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, this is a great scene from Retirement Home, but up on the other side, now Vicious Sharks can read what Retirement Home is now applying up onto them. So maybe the mistake of the hazard ban now, relies upon a greater ban. But take a look at this, right? Essel was able to find some great positioning, but as well, Blue Jay able to coordinate that grab for everything to go down up into the plan. That was fantastic stuff from Retirement Home. But yeah, Vicious Sharks still just trying to find an answer here out of that map 1.
Yeah, really good stuff from Retirement Home to start things off right. And now as we head into other maps, right, we have to figure something out because
Yeah.
If you're, I mean, I think you're just gonna have to take it away from the brawl, even though that's what Vicious Sharks really wanted to play. So it is gonna be hard going forward to navigate what this retirement home roster right now.
Yeah, and if, Retirement Home wanted to apply more pressure to this Vicious Sharks team, just ban what's comfy with their composition, right? And that way you can take a more upstead up in that, advantage spots. But yeah, if you are Vicious Sharks here, after that map one, you got to kind of read what Retirement Home was playing against you. But I still do feel if this, Retirement Home team is playing a different type of composition here, Joker, it's really not going to change that, mechanics, attitude of these players. They're still going to be bringing that morale and level to that team composition.
Yeah, as we will be waiting to see what's going to be happening, what's going to where we're going to go, what we're going to see, and other than that, what the bans are going to be for these two teams, as it looks like we are going to have the map come in. It's going to be Blizzard World coming through from Vicious Sharks, interestingly enough. And we also have a substitution coming in for Vicious Sharks as we're bringing in Pla for Torterra.
Yeah, Pla is going to be subbing in here for, the main tank that was up in previous Torterra. I feel like this is a great substitution. Now you're bringing in some fresh legs, right? Heading up against this Retirement Home side. But with this is kind of going to mix the communication out. But maybe this tank player is more comfy up on a dive composition or even a poke type composition stage. So it's going to be really interesting to see what Vicious Sharks could do here up on their attack and defense against this Retirement team, which kind of rolled them map one. So we're hoping that Vicious Sharks can definitely bring back that momentum. But yeah, Joker, let's see what Pla could do here, taking up on that substitution spot.
And now we have to see what the bans are going to be as well, because this can also really determine how Vicious Sharks want to attack this Retirement Home roster. As we're going to be seeing what the first ban is. Vicious Sharks getting that first ban as they did lose last map. So we'll see where they take us, right? See if that's something, see what they're thinking.
Yeah, now I wonder, are they going to try and press this damage or even the support? We got to see so much from the Genji there from the map one, but it's going to really rely upon what team composition these teams are going to want to try and focus up on or want to take out, right? So, yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Maybe a support could be good here to take out.
Well, we're still waiting for it. There it is, coming through. It's going to be a diva ban. Maybe you just want to force Winston into this map, but again, you don't have to solely run dive if you're either of these two teams. We'll see what Retirement Home are thinking in their mind with their ban, as they could just ban Ana and take us all the way away from Winston.
Oh yeah, I feel like that would be a great ban, or even oh, hold on, this is interesting. Now taking away the Echo, how do we feel about this? Not gonna lie,
I like it. Okay, so I like Echo just for the fact of the focusing beam, right? It really works well in conjunction with a Winston and a Tracer, and especially if you land those sticky bombs, focusing beam, it's just a really good kit to help focus down players that you've dived.
Yeah, I agree here. I feel like this is a great ban, picking the Echo, but up on the same. Vicious Sharks picking the Diva here. This is a lot better of a ban, bringing this one up into Blizzard World. Obviously, we're probably going to be able to get to see some dive here, some poke. Could even be some rush or brawl type compositions up on what these two teams feel. But as we head up in, we get to see a big Megalodon just hanging right there.
Shark. That's a big shark. Now,
Yeah, big sharky.
many people are saying that vicious sharks don't want to end up like that shark. Right? So we'll have to see
That's a good one.
if their tides have turned, or are they going to be swimming with the fishes, and go down 2-0.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to get crashed by those waves, right? I feel like vicious sharks, it's up in the name, right? So you got to be some viciousness against some retirement home. And taking a look at these team compositions, if you are Ply, you're going to be running this wrecking ball. And taking a look at this backline of the vicious sharks, you're running a Zen and Ana. This could get a bit dangerous with that healing ratio against retirement home, which has Kiri. Oh, wait, hold on. Are they matching this? Okay.
I forget why this works. I'm not a color caster, so I don't remember things.
It's all good.
Yeah, but I remember Ray was telling me about it, and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." But then I forgot, and now we're here.
Oh, for the discords. Yeah, that might happen.
We'll have to see though, because I mean, you've already got this wrecking ball catching out Liam for the moment. Obviously, you're still alive for the time being, though, so it isn't too bad for the moment. You're going to rotate in, rotate around, and Plua is going to get caught here. Are they going to be able to stay alive? The sleep dart comes through, slam out. You are going to lose Blue Jay. No, you don't. Essel comes in at the last second, fights 3 again. Essel on the Genji. She's just on another level. 4 kills come through.
Our IT is absolutely popping off right now with Essel, and just a great playing performance from this RIT team as we get to see 5 minutes and 25 seconds up in that, and plus still getting pressured if you're up on Vicious.
And then, I mean, already getting some nice play to start it off. We'll see if they can continue this this speed that they are competing things at the moment. Taking a lot of space here, but nice shots coming in from Sunless on the Sojourn. Pushing back people for the time being, getting people low, but now the Nano Boost comes in onto Blue Jay, and now they're all gung-ho going into the back line here of Vicious Sharks for the moment. Only for a moment, as they're now going to have to force back. No more Nano Boost on board. They're looking for a hook. They're looking for someone. And while they find one that goes down, I don't think that's who they were looking for. I think they were looking for that wrecking ball as the as the Roadhog hook strikes again. As Blue Jay is going to fall here, but it shouldn't matter in the grand scheme of things. As Overclock is going to come in. Transcendence out. As you're going to find Essel through that damage. Deadeye comes in. Choco Main is going to get caught out, and well, you are going to be able to hold on to this. It seems now, if you're Vicious Sharks, the Sunless going crazy on the Sojourn, and Vicious Sharks start their hold.
Yeah, and I like this little combination that Panda and Sunless kind of communicated there. Panda put the Pulse Bomb up onto that Cassidy that was ulting, and Sunless definitely read that for the communication here. So very, very nice from Vicious Sharks. And now I wonder, you have Lucas's ultimate. You're going to be able to sustain Essel's Blade here, which this could be huge if RIT is able to capitalize up on so much eliminations.
As we're going to already see here, rotating in, looking for an opening. Pigpen does get some damage to start it off, but Liam's already down. There's the Dragon Blade out, but it's going to be caught, countered by the Transcendence of Lucas as well. So nothing's really doing quite just yet. Nano Boost now coming in, and the whole hog coming through. You're going to get some good value from the Pigpen. Not going to be able to land anything with that hook quite just yet. Still trying to hold on. Blue Jay very low, needs some healing as Choco Main's going crazy on point, finds 3, might be able to find a 4th, and they do indeed. 4 kills come in for Choco Man.
Yeah, talking about what Choco's going to have here is that Cassidy ultimate sitting currently at 93%, but look at that, rolling up on the top here, trying to get this angle set for this ult. I do expect this to be getting popped in this next phase of events, but look at Vicious Sharks, right? You're going to have both of these DPS ultimates and mobilized for the support.
You'll have to see right that, and also Plum making the swap over to the Sigma is going to be a little bit harder to deal with as with the Roadhog, right? As that shield can go up anywhere. Nice pulse bomb comes out, Essel's down. That's going to be a nice 3 contest coming in from Vicious Sharks as they should clean everyone else up on point.
Yeah, so great hold here from the Sharks. They still have your Sojourn ultimate. Same with this Nano boost that they can combo with that Sojourn. But now you have RIT coming back with the Cassidy ready to go. You're also trying to charge up this Transcendence, which can be huge against that Sojourn of Sunless. But look at that, getting Panda. This is very good.
Yeah, really good opening to start it off. You've got the Deadeye available. Gonna have Transcendence as well, but you lose Actual to start things off here. Now it's nice anti-nade as well, and Blue Jay's gonna have to go down. Essel is gonna get in there, finds a kill, but it shouldn't matter in the long run, and does not indeed, as Chocoman's still the last person on point, but it's, again, not going to matter. Vicious Sharks are looking better and better on this 3rd-point defense.
Yeah, Vicious Sharks, now you have, you know, a great space to hold, right? You could take these angles. You even have this great ultimate here, which Sunless can pop here very, very shortly. I do wonder if they're still going to try and coordinate this with a Nano. If not, I still feel like this will be great value, just depending upon where this is positioned.
Nice pick opening yet again from Blue Jay here. You're going to get that cart moving yet again. Another one comes through. Sleep does connect. Now you still have to wait it out. Deadeye out from Choco Man, and now you're all in it. No way. What a Deadeye yet again from Choco Man. That's going to be the Genji Blade to seal the deal in the attack. Coalescence is going to get deleted as a Retirement home take all 3 points.
Yep, Retirement home. You're going to be up here, you know, 3-0 with this time remaining 2-11. That's plenty of time against Vicious Sharks, which kind of looked a little bit shaky there up in the entry phase. But they were reading them heading up into that 3rd and kind of consistently almost holding them up in that 3rd. But yeah, Vicious, now you have your chance of attacking here against RIT, which I feel like stuff's gonna get changed with the tempo here of this Vicious side. I feel like they're gonna be coming out swinging, and their aggression, pace, and tempo is gonna be really, really quick against the RI team to get as much eliminations as they can.
Yeah, they've got to figure it out, and they've got to figure it out quick here, or they're going to go down 2-0 or really early in this series, and it's going to be really hard to come back in this. I like this change as well from Retirement on Essel going over to the Venture here, and Blue Jay bringing back out that Zarya.
Yeah, the Zarya is going to be pretty strong, right? Once that is full charge, right, I feel like Blue Jays is going to be able to find a lot of eliminations with that full charge. But let's take a look on what RIT does with the Zenyatta. I feel like Liam could still find a lot with his Discord value if they are able to communicate it as much as possible. But let's see what they could do against Vicious Sharks, which they're running the Sigma.
Are running the Sigma again, like it against, kind of like it against the Zarya. Still can do some work with it though, with that when that barrier is down, or just you can walk right past it, and then you're gonna get super high charged already, but you're gonna get deleted early on. Nice opening here for Vicious Sharks, but they have to capitalize it, and not having Panda is huge. No more chip damage in the back, and you can still hold on to this if you are Retirement home, but you need to be able to clutch it up, as Lucas is going to get antied up in the backline. They're going to get taken down, but the trade is there on the Actual, but Liam still alive and kicking. They found another pick, and now you've got them back in the thick of things, as Plua is going to have to rotate back, rotate around, as Panda's back from spawn, but so is Blue Jay, so it is going to be a little bit harder now. Still waiting. In the backline you go with Essel, but trying to stay alive. You do indeed. Nano Boost now up and ready to go from Mobilized on to Plus. Blue Jay should fall here, and this should be the point going to Vicious Sharks.
Should definitely be indeed, and Sunless able to get Liam here, but Actual able to get Pla here, so Now this is pretty intriguing. RIT still with a lot of value for their ultimate economy. I do feel like this next fight coming up here, Joker, there's going to be some things that are going to get popped, and it's going to take a big pull up in the effect here.
We'll have to see now as we're heading into the streets phase of Blizzard World, right? Retirement Home didn't have the best defense on point one, but now you've got your ultimates to boot for this next engagement. Should be able to start things off, but we'll see. Panda's looking for a pulse bomb here, looking for anyone, but there's the tectonic shock coming through, but you're going to get deleted if you're Essel early on. That's just not what you wanted to see from Retirement Home. Nice anti-nade as well. Going to have to send them running for the fences, get healed back up, and you're just going to be able to get all the space you want.
Yeah, and the Sharks do have a lot of, ultimate economy here. Block can do some devastational damage to even position this ult, but even Sunless could take a great angle, or Panda could get up into that backline and pressure Actual to maybe pop this nano, but we're able to get to see that nano popped up on the Essel.
Now they're going to go in here. There's the Gravitic Flux out onto the Zarya. They're going to get deleted, or onto Essel, sorry. They're going to get deleted, taken care of for the moment, but now you have to walk onto this point, and a lot of people are high charged, a lot of damage on this cart for Retirement Home at the moment. You still have the opportunity, but losing Lucas like that now, the Transcendence coming through, you're going to try to stop Pla in their tracks. They are getting kind of body blocked at the moment, now getting staggered out, and that's huge for Retirement Home.
Yeah, very, very big stagger here for the Retirement Home. And Blue Jay, you will have your ultimate, same as well as this Cassidy ult. I really do wonder if this is going to get comboed or they're just going to communicate something with those two. But the Vicious Sharks, you have so much ultimates coming back up into this. I do indeed see them finding some value out of one or two.
As now we come into the next fight here in a second, but Lucas is down already. Choco Man finds that opening. Now you can use this grab if you really want to start it off, but you might not even need it because you found mobilized in the neutral fight, and you're going to maybe find even more, and it is going to be the case. So you save your ultimates for this next fight as well. This is just huge, a huge fight win for Retirement Home.
Yeah, Retirement Home, they are really communicating these discords well, and I feel like that is what is leading to all these eliminations coming through. Retirement Home still trying to look for this Graviton, but as well, this Cassidy ultimate can be huge. Same with that nano that is comboed. Vicious Sharks, though, they're really just trying to look for something here. The last couple fights haven't been good. Let's see if they could take some angles or some different positions against the RIT.
We'll have to see now. They still got ultimates to spend, but you lose mobilized yet again. Another support going down first. It's just terrible for your offensive push. Now you have to play it a little bit safe, wait for that respawn to come back, but you might not even need to invest here if you're Retirement Home. Yet again, there's another nice anti-nade, takes down Pla, and you're sitting pretty yet again.
Yeah, and this is not a good look for Vicious Sharks, which could have popped a lot of ultimates in the last couple fights, but they're still holding up onto these ults, and I feel like that is what's kind of worrying them right now against the side of RIT, which is matching them at the moment. So if you are Vicious Sharks, you obviously need to be trying to do something to that backline, maybe take out Liam. But as we talk about Liam's able to coordinate up onto the Ana, so this is getting a little risky.
Oh, there's a nice opening there for Vicious Sharks now. Now the Coalescence comes in too. You're going to invest in, you're going to find the kills that you needed if you are Vicious Sharks, but, you know, they might be able to get back with time on the board. The overclock, fine, and Choco Man left. They might be able to get back, though, before it gets to second point here.
Yeah, but it's a huge time difference compared to that RIT side, but this will be kind of contested here. Will Essel pop this Adventure Ultimate to apply more pressure? Yes.
As now they come into this fight. There's the Transcendence out. Flux is going to find nothing. Nanoboost comes through. And now that should just wrap it all up. Yeah, again, Blue Jay is going to fall, though. Plug's going to be able to find a couple of picks now. There's the Deadeye coming through. You find a couple of picks, but there's still an opportunity for Vicious Sharks to take this. They've got to be able to hold on to the point, and it looks like they are going to be able to do so. New lease on life, a minute 30 to go for Vicious Sharks.
Yeah, the line was very, very thin there for the Vicious Sharks, but they did equalize there, and that was very, very nice from them. RIT, though, they're coming back up into this one. You have Blue Jays Ultimate, which you can find a lot of value with that, but a nice little trade there happening.
Yeah, nice trade indeed. Sunless down for the count. As that should indeed allow Retirement to get back into control for the moment, but not quite just yet, as they're still waiting it, still trying to get through. There's the grab available, already coming through. Drill dash in on to the Sigma. Plug is going to go down, and that's huge, and now you're down to 30 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. Without the Sigma here, this has to make your team back up here and kind of rethink. And yeah, they're going to definitely be regrouping here. They have both of the 2 DPS ultimates. You're also coming back up onto this tank ult, which Pla can use. We did know to see what Pla can do with it, but RIT, you're going to be applying some more pressure. You have Actuals Nano. I do expect this next fight to be in the favor. And yeah, Essel's going to be there.
Yeah, Essel's down. Another pick comes through. You've got a touch with Panda for the moment. They're going to get that heal, the health back, but they're still going to try to stay alive. Mobilizes down. Panda goes down 2. They get the last second touch, but it's not going to matter as Retirement Home take map number 2.
Yep, map number 2, indeed. It is in their pockets. They are holding that 2-0 score for their score line. Retirement Home looking very, very good out of this Blizzard world. They really did match the, aggression. I feel like they definitely proved more towards the end there. They really shut down the side of Vicious Sharks. But still, very, very good looks from the Sharks. They definitely shot their way back up into this one, Joker. But as we will be heading towards that, next map here somewhat shortly. But can the Vicious Sharks find some answers or do something with a ban that can change up the whole entire team composition for this RIT side?
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out, whether it be a ban of the Cassidy or something, a ban of the Genji. Just try to nerf Retirement Home. We'll have to figure that out. We'll find out after this short little break. Do not go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss the conclusion of this series right after this. Welcome back, everyone. It is time to head back in to our game. But first, talk about XYBA, right? We have a little thing on the line coming down in the future that XYBA is producing. If we can pull that up now, we're doing Copa America in conjunction with Grupo Senju down in May 16th. Broadcast in 3 languages. Should be fun. I'm going to be one of the broadcasts in English. Should be definitely fun. And I was told it was supposed to be the end of the show, but it was a perfect segue for our ad read for XYBA. So
I'm so excited. I better be seeing some Lucio. I mean, I see some Lucio right there. But yeah, Copa America, this is going to be so exciting for any CGL enjoyer that watches, for, even the community storylines. But seeing, Argentina or even Chile, Brazil, Peru, like, this is going to be interesting to see what those 4 teams could do against each other. But yeah, I'm really, really hyped for that.
Right, back to our match at hand here, as we are going to be headed to Suravasa. So this is definitely a point where Vicious Sharks can maybe turn the tide. A lot more momentum based, so could really help them if they get some started off strong with a couple of early fight wins. Could go into a map victory here.
Yeah, and let's see if that does go up into their favor. I know if you are Vicious Sharks, they wanted to kind of bring in that brawl for that map 1, but taking out the Zarya here, this is pretty good from them, I'd probably say. Seeing what the Zarya did to them the last couple maps, this is a great ban.
Yeah, good ban for Vicious. We'll see what Retirement Home are banning next, as we'll have to see. Maybe the Sojourn comes in. I don't know. The Ano is really good too, but it looks like it's going to be the Sojourn from RIT.
Yeah, so Zarya and Sojourn ban here. I feel like these were read pretty greatly in between both of these 2 teams here. Maybe they're trying to force both of the teams on a certain type of composition, but look at all of those substitutions coming in for Vicious Sharks here. Torterra is going to be back up in Water, and Lucas, they are up in here for this Sharks lineup. And if you're the Sharks here, you have a new, morale, right? Heading up into this next one. I do feel like they have a plan right behind their back. Maybe it's for that backline, the speed combo. A Lucio could be seen here. I do expect these backlines to go pretty quick here, because we do get to see some brawl and rush here a lot.
It isn't necessarily. Yeah, Lucas isn't a substitution, so why did that happen? They were
my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. Not your fault. Torterra and Water are the substitutions. For us, for Vicious Sharks. Right now, though, we're looking at it. Torterra's in. They're hovering the Doomfist.
Yeah, so Doomfist for Torterra here. Now this is going to be interesting. You're going to be charging up that Doom Punch against what Blue Jay's going to be running, and it's going to be a Wrecking Ball, but look at Torterra switch over to this Orisa.
Yeah, nice counter there coming in at the last second. Torterra on the Orisa. If you can land those javelin throws, it'll be massive for Vicious Sharks, but you've already lost Water, and that's everything already into the favor of Retirement Home before the point even unlocks.
Yeah, and Retirement Home, you're able to read what Vicious Sharks were trying to do there, and this was great from the side of the home, and now they're able to cap this one. They're running with a percentage. Vicious Sharks, though, look at these, swaps coming in. Lucas is going to be playing this Brig, but as well Panda up on the Torb. Maybe it's for the turret placement for that type of distraction phase for the side of Vicious.
We'll have to find out. We'll have to wait and see as now we're going to go through into it already. A nice play as Blue Jay got really low there, but Panda's the one to go down first. Essel is going to get traded out immediately after those, so still Sunless is finding some good value with this Cassidy for the moment. Choco Main on the hunt, on the lookout for some opportunities, but it is going to be Vicious Sharks coming back in the clutch, taking back the point.
Yeah, and this is a great look from them. Vicious Sharks, you are climbing your way back up this hill. And here we go. The percentage is running. You're going to have an ultimate here very, very shortly. Sunless will be bringing that forward, but as well, Water's almost going to have this a window. But the Sombra getting very, very low there, but nothing to worry.
Nothing to worry at all for the moment, at least. Now we're loading in. There's going to come in. There's the Dragon Blade out, and Lucas is down. More and more are going to fall around him. Maybe not the Dragon Blade, but it is going to be the damage done, and that should wrap it up as back in control. Go Retirement home.
Yeah, so doing what they could do there with that blade, as we got to see that damage come out in Vicious Sharks. You couldn't really handle that damage, and now we're moving towards that next objective. RIT, though, you have 3 to 4 ultimates heading up against Vicious Sharks, which only have these 2 supports and 1 DPS, which is coming up.
As we now look to go through, look to keep things going in Retirement Home's favor, as there's going to be the mines already out, and you're going to get a nice slam. You're going to get people set up. Rally, though, comes through in the clutch, gets people healed back up for Vicious Sharks as they look to come back into the point, look to open it up as they're going to maybe catch out Liam. No, there's going to be the rotation back for Retirement Home. Now the Kitsune rush out. You're just going to have to back away. Point is going to be procced up and taken. No, not quite just yet by Retirement Home, but picks are coming through. You do lose Essel, and Liam goes down as well. Point is finally procced up, taken by Retirement Home. EMP is going to come in late, but it's not going to matter because there's already no one left for Retirement Home. Vicious Sharks are going to be able to take it back.
Yeah, if Vicious Sharks can raid and do everything that they can here with Sunless Joker, this could be great, but as we get to see that cast getting popped.
Yeah, so now they're going to come in. Torterra very low. Sound barrier out from Actual. Going to try to get back into Mech, but Torterra is dead. Can't get back. Point flips back over. Actually stays in Retirement Home's favor in that entire time. So there's just no real layway for Vicious Sharks quite just yet, as we're going to get down to last fight territory, especially if you find a pick here early.
Yeah, it's getting a bit yucky for the side of Vicious Sharks, but hey, you got that Molten Core ready to go. Maybe this is something that you could place against Retirement Home to outspace them, kind of split them. But as we get to see Torterra able to get this forward, this could be a good look.
Could be indeed, as now they're going to come through, as there's the Dragon Blade out yet again. A nice slam is going to seal the deal. And there's the picks coming through from Essel in the clutch. 3 kills yet again from the Genji play. Essel is just on another level on this Genji.
Yeah, absolutely slicing Essel is for this RIT squad. And yeah, if you're the Sharks, still going to be worried about that player. I feel like Essel has been the most dangerous DPS up on this Retirement Home roster. But as I said, if Sunless can match what Essel is providing here, I do see Vicious Sharks kind of bringing back this momentum here. They have this Cassidy ultimate. High Noon can be popped, but as well, Panda still with this Molten Core. This can be placed anywhere.
Yeah, Molten Core is going to be placed, starting it off. Now it's out on the point, but you're going to get some some pick onto this Brig. No, yes, the Brig does go down. Rally goes down too. You do lose Essel, but it's all you're going to lose in the end as Slam comes in. You're going to try to turn this as Water, invest the Amp Matrix. You're going to lose Blue Jay here, so there's still an opportunity, but you have everyone so low, and it's just Torterra left. They're going to get staggered out, taken down, and this is looking really good for Retirement Home now.
Yeah, now you're just able to control this with the stagger, and as we get to see Torterra just running for the edge there, Liam able to get that elimination. But yeah, talking about the home, you have this Sombra EMP, right? You also have these mines and the Beat Matrix. I gotta say, yeah, if you're the home, you're kind of set for this next fight, especially when Torterra has the Diva Bomb that is going to be trying to get placed up on that main objective.
As now we're going to go in. This could just be it with the EMP available here from Choco Main. It could all be over here for Vicious Sharks. They're already going to come in. The Slam takes down Sunless. EMP not even going to be used. There it comes in at the last second when you needed it most, as the minefields clean up Torterra and clean up the remaining members of Vicious Sharks as Retirement Home take the series 3-0.
Retirement Home, very, very great looks from you tonight. You definitely provided the team morale, the team communication. Everything was on key here tonight against the Vicious Sharks. But up on the other hand, the team needs some work, and it's very unlucky that we did get to see Vicious Sharks play this momentum. They were trying to match it, though, as we did get to see Sunless kind of get a couple eliminations there up onto Essel, but it didn't match that tempo at all, and Vicious Sharks, though, will be eliminated here up in our North American Open playoffs. So farewell to Vicious. But hey, if you're Retirement Home, and if you're the fans of the Retirement Home, they're moving on. They're still up in this.
Yeah, really good stuff. I mean, goodness gracious, they are a I mean, they took a map off of Amplify too, so which isn't isn't an easy task to do. We'll have to see though. Waiting for confirmation if we're going to do an interview or not, and then, well, that'll determine what how I transition in a few short moments.
Yeah, I guess something to also say for myself is I've been checking Twitch chat every now and then. I know a couple people did say that Vicious Sharks were lagging there and then up in that match. So if that was the case, that was very, very unfortunate. I do hope that your connectivity is a lot better here up in the next couple hours. But yeah, this is very unlucky if that was the case here tonight against Retirement Home. And yeah, either way, I still feel like the players definitely gave it their best shot if they did have that connection issue. But hey, we try our best here. If you're a player, or if you're the one working behind the scene, or even us as casters, right?
I think it wasn't just any. I think everyone was just lagging tonight, but yeah. It's just unfortunate for that to happen during a camp or during a playoff game. It looks like we are going to have an interview, so we will be right back with said interview with Liam right after this short little break.
crazy, Malin. I'm not crazy, Malin. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years. 40 years.
Carpe diem. Carpe diem.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We've got our interviewee from Retirement Home. We've got Liam on the call here. First off, congratulations on your victory.
Yeah, thank you. It was a fast match.
Yeah, it was indeed.
Yeah.
I want to talk about RIT, right? I assume most of you have graduated or are going to be graduating soon. So, first off, congratulations on getting through college. And second, how did that experience in collegiate esports really shape your team as a whole?
I mean, in general, it just gave us a lot of experience together because we played on the D1 team for 2.5, 3 years already before like making Retirement Home. And so we just have a lot of experience with each other. We have a lot of experience in a lot of tournaments, a lot of different collegiate tournaments and other assorted stuff. So we just like get used to the game a lot. We've been playing for a while and just have fun, you know?
Yeah, something that I was really, really impressed with, Liam, was your Zenyatta here tonight. How was, the feels of hitting those discords and communicating those with your team? How did that go through with the communication style?
I mean, as I said, we've played together a lot, so we kind of just get used to knowing where everyone's going and what we're doing. So I'm leaving Harmony on my venture and let them go and do stuff. And if I see them doing something, I'm throwing those discords to help follow up. Or if someone's on me, my Cassidy will turn and peel. And it's just a good balance. And communication is like we're able to say little and communicate a lot because we're used to playing with each other.
Well, obviously, since you're used to playing with each other, you're used to Essel popping off when she gets on that Genji.
Yes.
Talk about it. How it makes your team feel when she gets going like that.
Oh, I mean, there's just so much energy. It was first fight on Blizzard World. Me and the other support were on high ground, and we're like, "Oh, Essel just killed 3," and then our other DPS is like, "I thought you died." It's just a lot of fun. Where it's like, man, just pop off, go get those kills. We do as much as we can to enable those plays and whatever else to make it work.
Yeah, and even heading up into your next opponents of your round 3, what do you expect out of your team? Probably same thing, right, with the communication style, or even some new type of composition that you can strategize up on your other opponent?
We've been practicing the Freya, which is not really relevant.
There you go.
Because the character's disabled. But I don't know. We've been playing around in the Hog comp a lot, which you didn't see much of tonight.
Yes.
So we'll probably play Hog a lot, play around together, and just I don't know, whatever floats our boat at the time, given the map.
Well, I'm definitely interested to see your matchup between either Nightmare Rotation or Subsun down the line. But before that, and before you go celebrate with your team, this is your time to shout out whoever you want to.
Well, I'll shout out the Lord Stan. He's our bench warmer, but he's there for every match and supporting our team. So just an extra player, but always there for us.
All right, all right. Again, thanks for coming on, and congratulations, Liam. Can't wait to see it down the line in the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
great. It's really good to see when friends are playing together still, right?
True.
And doing really well as well, yeah, getting hype for their team. It's nice to see for them.
Hey, good grades are always, you know, the best
They
thing.
graduated
right?
from RIT,
Yeah.
right? That too? Crazy stuff.
That's insane.
Could never
Wow.
be me.
Hey, I mean, I'll be a first year up in college this fall, so I'll be getting the whole entire new experience. But yeah, I feel like RIT really popped off tonight. We had a great team of players from the retirement home. Essel was really there up in the scene. Essel was able to find a lot of value. Even, you know, Liam joining us. I know that I asked about the Zenyatta. The Zenyatta was popping off too, like the Discord communication and their style of comms. They've been playing together for quite a while, Joker, and having that up in your playstyle and communication, you know, my mind went blank, but I guess your knowledge, your brain, right? It's a great thing to have as friends, as players, as teammates. It's really, really good stuff from the side of retirement home.
It was indeed. It was indeed. We can take a look at that bracket yet again. I was talking about it before we head things off. As right, retirement home. Can think about that, right? As the Vicious Sharks are no longer there. Retirement home losers round 3, looking to match up between Nightmare Rotation and Subsun, which is going to be happening. Actually, happened today too. So, waiting for that match to be reported, and then, well, you can find it all out on the CGL website. Or
who do you think won?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I really have no idea, but it'll definitely be interesting either way. But before we end things off here, take a look at that Copa America thing, where collaboration, I'll say, between XYBA and Group Senjo. As again, premieres on May 16th with broadcasts in 3 different languages. It's going to be in American, Brazilian, Portuguese, and Spanish. So it'll be fun. Again, I'm going to be doing some of the English broadcasting. Should be fun. Should be you should just be there.
Yeah, definitely. I know that I'm definitely looking forward to it, seeing what these 4 teams could do here. I know Brazil has a pretty strong roster, but taking a look at them, right, I do feel like there's going to be so much competition, but as well, like, these teams know each other, especially for the region that they're all up in.
It is indeed. I'm really excited to see it, but that's now in the future as well, but this is in the past. So we're going to end things off here tonight. It's been me, Joker, him, Nya. It's been Echo and Bakery on our production end. Thank you all for watching wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Name straight, new wave. Name straight new wave. Name straight new wave. Name straight new wave.